One of my favorite things to see in the sky is Orion the Hunter. Been called a hunter, but my daughter always thought it looked a lot like a butterfly. Let's talk about this object and where you can find it in the evening sky. Hello again. So one of my favorite things to look at the sky because it's fun to show other people and it's fun to share with children especially and point out all the neat little nuances is Orion. Orion the Hunter. So it's going to come out in the fall. That means it'd be hunting season and it kind of corresponds to that very well. But I tell you, honestly, looking at it, my daughter always thought it looked like a butterfly. I did too. I mean, it's got three stars in the middle, and it's got the wings going out. It looks like a beautiful butterfly in the sky. If you look, take a look here. We can look below the belt, and what we're going to notice is kind of an area that looks kind of fuzzy. That area, the sash, as it's been referred to, is that's the place you want to look. If you have a telescope with enough size that you can see beyond magnitude 6, 7, so something that's very faint. The fainter you can see, the more beautiful this is going to be. And even with binoculars or inexpensive telescope, you're going to see some of the nebulosity in this region. So down in this region, as we start to look in at it, this is where stars are forming. The stars you're seeing, the blue stars, they're popping out. Those are old stars. And again, this light is getting to us from, is traveling great distances. So we're talking, it's again light in the past. But what's fun here is, it's in the past, we can see this story unfolding. That the nebulosity is where stars are popping out of, where they're growing from. Those clouds are coming together, and they're going through the process of becoming young stellar objects, and then turning into stars that we can view in this area. So you can imagine if we came back, way past our lifetimes, much farther in the future, we'd see less of this nebulosity and more stars popping out. Unless maybe a black hole erupted or something like that, right? I'm just dreaming. Here we go. So if you look at this region, so some really neat areas to see. So Orion the Hunter is going to be coming up in the fall and winter months. We're going to see it as it comes up in the east. It'll start rising as the sun sets. As the sun sets to the west, it's going to come up in the east, and it's going to chase itself across the sky. Beautiful constellation to look at, and as we look at each month, we head into December, January, February, we're going to notice the position will move as the sun sets more to the south, and it'll move its way to the west, and then we'll lose it going into the spring as Orion's season has adjusted. So I'm not going to make you dizzy here, but I could flip this head months at a time, and we'll see how its position just kind of pops across. So its position is changing to kind of show the change of seasons from fall, winter, and through spring. Ahead of Orion, we have the Pleiades. So the Pleiades are going to come up first in the fall as the sun sets, and then Orion follows the Pleiades later on. Again, it's a great observation opportunity here whether you have binoculars or telescopes. Take a look at the Pleiades first. Look at how many stars you can find. Use it as a benchmark for how good your viewing is, and then take a look at Orion. You can now have a gauge on how much of Orion you can see. The higher the magnitude that you can see means the more details you're going to see in Orion. And I encourage you, look with averted vision, look off of it, let the side of your eye catch the colors that come out of Orion. It's a very beautiful object. So I leave you here with this NASA image, which has been color enhanced just to show you some of the wonder that hides in Orion.